What is going on, guys? This is Hold the Door DFS. We have a Sunday night NFL DFS showdown preview here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It should be a really good game. The injuries are finally done. We're getting some of the best players back for both these teams. It should be basically a fully loaded matchup. So I am super excited to see, Tom Brady take on Drew Brees again, with both teams having a full arsenal of weapons. So if you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button below. Give us a comment, a thumbs up. All those things help grow our channel and support this free DFS content that we offer at Fantasy Sports Insight. If you are ever looking to get core plays, have access to our coaches, be sure to check out our premium memberships at fsidfs.com. But let's get into the slate. I'm just going to pull up the odds here first quick. We have the New Orleans Saints are underdogs here, slight underdogs on the road against Tampa. Tampa is -3.5 point favorite. So again, I don't think that really plays into a lot here. I think the game will be back and forth. I don't think we're going to have a game script go one way more than the other. I think we're just going to really want to look point per dollar where we think we can get the best value. So let's hop in. I am going to use a 3-2-1 format again. My three favorite cash and optimal plays, my two favorite values, and then my biggest fade. So let's start out with my biggest fade of the slate, and that is just going to be the running game for Tampa Bay. Last game, we saw Ronald Jones fumble, I think, in the first quarter in the red zone. Played a little bit more in the start of the second half, and then it was Fournette the rest of the way. We've seen this happen in the past, and then Ronald Jones come out and then get a full workload the next game. Obviously, that was before Fournette has become more of a staple in their offense. I just don't really feel great about either of them. I think if you're going to play one, I think you go with Fournette. Yeah, and that's kind of my take there. So let's get into the top tier plays here. Alvin Kamara at 11,200. I think is just a staple in cash games, no matter what. I think you can definitely probably figure in maybe a slight decrease in expected value with the return of Michael Thomas, especially just in the receiving game. Maybe, you're not going to see the 8-9 catches, but you can still see the 4-5. You still have a touchdown upside. So Kamara at 11.2, I think is maybe fadeable in GPPs, but I would not suggest doing it in cash games. So we have Kamara, Drew Brees, and Thomas. Those are our three for New Orleans. Brees always in play for cash. Likely a 15 to 20 point window there. Michael Thomas coming off the injury at 9,800. I think because it is an ankle hamstring injury, I think that for me, I am going to take the wait and see approach. I think there's enough other good options around him, even at cheaper prices, especially if I'm going to be still playing Kamara, that I don't think I need Michael Thomas. Now, if he's been fully healthy and this is a normal game, he's probably priced at 10 or 11,000, a little bit more than this anyway. So, and the matchup isn't that great. So I am kind of also fading Thomas here in cash, mainly due to the guys he's priced around, and that injury is one that he can re-aggravate. So, yeah, moving down, that is basically it up here at the top for New Orleans. So I want to talk now a little bit about Tampa Bay. Tom Brady obviously is a cash staple. Quarterbacks always are in good spots here in the showdowns. And I think at his price tag, he is definitely viable. Now, you're not going to be able to fit everybody in, so you're going to have to try to prioritize who you want. Then we go down to Mike Evans at 8,400, which is really interesting. And then Chris Godwin at 7,600. Godwin at 7,600 is incredibly cheap, in my opinion. And even with Evans, when he played with him before, Godwin was more of getting more of the targets, not so touchdown dependent, which we know that Brady loves to go to Evans in the red zone, and that's going to continue to happen. I don't think that will change. And Brady has come out and said that he wants to get the ball more to Evans. So I think they're both pretty cheap. And that's where I kind of like struggle with Thomas, is that he's over 2,000 more than Godwin. I think I'll take the discount on Godwin and then still get access to New Orleans through Kamara and Breeze, or just Kamara. There obviously will be a lot of discussion around here. Expected to play 10 to 35 snaps. I don't know. I mean, he seems too expensive if he's only going to get 10 to 35 snaps. So he's probably on a fade list for me. Can he take a little bit of chunk out of the Evans Godwin upside? I think so, but I think Godwin and Evans likely will be on the field the entire game or majority of the game. So I think if anything, it just takes away from the guys like Miller, Johnson, Mickens, some of those other guys who have been filling in the roles for when Godwin has out and not somebody like Antonio Brown in the picture. Gronkowski at 6,400 has been playing a lot better lately. 3 straight games of over in double digits. Brady is looking for him in the red zone, so I do like him quite a bit at 6,400. I think in showdowns for me, it's just I don't always land in the mid range like that for cash. So I think because you obviously want to fit in the studs, I think Gronk obviously has as much upside as any of these receivers. So Gronk at 6,400 is definitely in play. Jared Cook at 5,400 is a nice discount. Emmanuel Sanders, it sounds like he's going to be active too. So again, this is where I'm a little bit worried about Thomas at 9,800. And now we have Sanders at 5,400, or 5,800, who'd be a great steal if Thomas wasn't back. I just don't really know how the targets are going to get distributed amongst New Orleans now that they're going to have Emmanuel Sanders, Michael Thomas back, while still having Jared Cook and Kamara. But I do think that does bump down Traquan Smith quite a bit at 3,400, and the price is already kind of reflected on that. So he's an easy fade for me as well. Might get 10 to 15 snaps, might get a chance at a long ball, but with all these guys coming back, it's pretty an easy fade for me. Both kickers are definitely in play. I think we're going to not see a lot of like 3-and-out drives. I think teams will move the ball, and whether they finish it off with a touchdown or not, I think both these kickers are going to be part of my one of my favorite value is just the kickers as a whole, because I don't think, unless you can get up to Jared Cook or Sanders, which I still think is a little bit risky. I don't really like Miller at 4,800 anymore. But my favorite value is going to be Latavius Murray here at 2,400, which I think is a really nice price tag. He has a floor. Like his lowest game of the whole year is 4.8. Well, that's already doubling his salary. So I think Latavius Murray is going to be the best value of the slate, barring we don't get any late injury news or somebody, getting ruled out for some other reason. Maybe they test positive for COVID or something like that. So just to kind of recap, my fade is likely going to be, as you kind of heard, Thomas plus the running game for Tampa. My 3 favorite cash plays are going to be Kamara, Brady, and Breeze. Now, can you probably fit all those? No, you may have to pivot from one of the quarterbacks, maybe go down to Godwin or Gronk, depending on who you use at captain. And then my 2 favorite values are Latavius Murray and the kickers, which I guess turns into 3 favorite values. But I think, someone like Latavius Murray gives you that touchdown upside, plus, probably a couple catches through the air. I just think 2,400 is too cheap. I think he should be priced closer to the kickers, maybe, right at the 4,000 range, because he does have that touchdown upside. All right. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, again, this helps you build for your Sunday Night Football showdown. Tune in. It is going to be an awesome game. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do that, please. See you later.